two really good friends of mine, and they're making huge waves in that business right now. And it's pretty much all everything's online, which is awesome. So it's exciting.
Everything is online except for us.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to tell you what just happened, but just, man.
Something happened.
Yeah. Boy, we've been going at it for a solid 15 minutes, and we were muted. How about that? A solid 15 minutes, and we were muted. So you guys will get to read lips and all that good stuff, right? Technology, and when you're self-producing, you get all these wonderful things. So, we'll take it right from the top, right?
Hey, well, that was a good practice run, right?
Very good practice run. But so for those of you guys that are just joining us, and thank you for notifying us that there was no audio coming out. You guys missed out on quite a few things here. But for those of you guys that are joining us now, welcome to ABQB2B, the network live stream show by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, giving you nuggets to help you succeed in your entrepreneurial endeavors. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, 2019. We are broadcasting live from the Kangen Water Store Team Alkaline live stream studios, beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Chief Hydration Officer, Tim.
Are we live finally?
Yeah. I almost wanted to stop it and start it again, but hey, you know what?
Just blame everybody else. Just say your audio wasn't on.
The audio wasn't on.
Blame it on their phone.
Turn your phone up, right? We talked about all kinds of fun things. We talked about the alkaline water store and an opportunity to come here.
We just did a little demo.
Thursday night. We did a little demo, yes.
Just
we
now.
did a little demo, yes, we did. And joining us here today, we've also got a special guest from Thrive Lifestyle. Let's see if we can adjust. Give me a quick second. Stay right there where you're at. All right. We're going to move your microphone that way to the side a little bit so we can see your face. There we go. Perfect. All right. We're going to give this a shot here. Again, this is what happens when you self-produce.
I've been entertained.
All right, folks. Here we are. Joining us today, special guest Andrea Flores, Thrive Life style, right? Yoga and meditation. We were having a conversation about meditation and the importance it plays on business people, right? Specifically the entrepreneur, and how meditation can kind of help you get a checkup from the neck up, get your head straight, right?
We're building gains for your brain.
And building gains for your brains,
Nice.
right? I like that. That should be your tagline. Yes, meditation, building gains for your brains, right? And we talked about the power of the alkaline water and being properly hydrated, and how that really plays into it there. But yes, we've been sitting around the table for a solid 15 minutes with no audio.
You got to fire that technical director.
We're gonna file the tech guy. He's not.
I know him too. He's fired.
It's me. Just so you guys know. But here's the deal, folks. On this show, we talk about ideas that are going to be helpful to entrepreneurs, right? And our big idea today is kind of a pickup from where we left off last week in the marketing arena, if you will, right? We did a little marketing 101, and we had a conversation about marketing and how important it is, and all that good stuff. And for those of you guys that are entrepreneurs, just know that marketing, it's always been about connecting, right? Connecting, with your audience, in the right place at the right time. And so today, in today's world, right, with all this technology,
Yes.
that we got right finally, it just means that you get to meet them, where they are, and where they're spending their time, and that's on the internet nowadays, right? Everybody has a phone. Andrea happens to be looking at hers right now.
Oops.
That's okay. She shared our post there. How about that, right? Yeah, so that just kind of rolls us right into the digital marketing aspect and how things are different for businesses nowadays. Entrepreneurs, you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You are launching this business as we speak,
Yes.
right? So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with that,
Nice.
right? You've launched. How many successful businesses have you launched?
Well, they weren't all successful.
Okay.
So you always need one that doesn't. There's always one.
It
right?
teaches you though.
Yeah, you learn from it. I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, you're gonna, we've won and we've failed, and it's just,
Right.
it's part of business, right? But no, my wife and I we've owned a couple of childcare centers. We still have one that she manages and runs, and then I've had other businesses in the past. Not that just other businesses.
Yeah.
Video production. I even had a window business years ago.
You were telling me about
I had
that.
it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Residential window install and stuff like that. And it was great, but it was when the market was really good.
Right.
And then I sold it, thank God, because then it went down the dumps, and even the person that bought it from me closed down. So I got kind of lucky there. But I've been in both, I've worked for people, I've been in the private sector, and then I've also owned my businesses. I love the freedom I have with owning a business. So that's why we are where we are. And with the Kangen water store, it's been great because this is like a hub, like Louise said earlier, where a lot of people get to meet each other. It's a lot of entrepreneurs that come in, and we talk business all day. It's fun.
All day
It's
long,
really
right?
fun. It's really fun.
All day long, and we always talk about different things. And at the core of the conversations, it's always about how do we share who we are, what we're doing with the world out there, and that's exactly where you're at right now.
Right.
Just a little, marketing 101, right? We've all talked about this, and I'm sure you've been through several iterations of this in your lifetime, right? The question: how do I communicate who I am and what I do with the world? How do I do that in a way that it brings customers through the doors or into my lap so that I can sell them my products and my services? And so before we jump into that, please tell us a little bit about yourself. How about we start with this? How about something that not a lot of people know about you? One of those top secret things.
My entire back is covered in a tattoo.
Entire back
Wow.
covered in a tattoo. Rainbows?
Rainbow stars and unicorns.
Rainbow stars and unicorns.
No, they're angel wings.
Magical.
You know it.
Magical angel
Sprinkle
wings.
that
Okay,
everywhere.
there you go. So now you know something new, something that not a lot of folks know about this young lady right here. But you started a business, yoga and meditation. Tell us a little bit about your idea behind this.
So I started doing yoga a few years ago, and from there it just kind of evolved. I found a lot of myself in that search. I was able to open my eyes to a whole different world, and I wanted to bring that to other people. I want that calmness, that relaxation, that less reactive nature. I just want to spread more love in the world.
Spread love in the world. Who doesn't need love, Tim? I need love. Do you need love?
We all need love.
We kind of joked about this the other day, and we did a little self-guided meditation live on the show. Right? I'm a believer in meditation, and I believe that we all need to find that peace within ourselves. Right? And so I'm hoping that maybe you can kind of shed some light on the power of meditation and why it's so important for entrepreneurs, especially when they're getting started, why they need to tap in to meditation.
Well, speaking for myself, it's usually you get that anxiety, that buildup of the future. Where's my business going? What is my next move going to make? Am I going to be able to pay the bills next month?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it allows you that time out. It allows you that moment to just shut the world out. And we're really reprogramming the brain is what we're doing. So, it has tons of benefits for sure. But like I said, the one thing is that we're reprogramming the brain. So it's that start there. And from there, it just kind of evolves. It goes into the body. When you start paying more specific attention to the things that you're doing, like drinking better water,
Yes.
eating healthier, you know
Right.
what I mean? Taking care of yourself. So,
I like that. So just a reset, right? And we've been there. Tim, you and I have had these conversations.
Yes.
It seems like quite often here over the last month and a half, and there are a lot of things that when you're an entrepreneur, there's a lot of things that can get into your head.
Yeah. And I think sometimes we don't know how to slow down.
Right.
Like I don't know how to slow down or rest, relax, and I think that's probably one of my faults is I need to kind of take time for myself.
Right.
And I don't, a lot of times I don't. Like there's a yoga place right next door. like I could easily leave my phone here, go next door and probably, heal.
right.
But I'm like, well, I can't because, I got stuff going on. People
Right.
might show up and I need to take that
Do
time.
you have FOMO?
Yeah.
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 I have that really
FOMO.
bad too. Like really, I do.
FOMO. You're right. No, you do. You feel like you're missing out on
Like you're
something.
going to miss out on something. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of entrepreneurs probably feel that way because you're absolutely right. As an entrepreneur, you got to wear 17 different hats. You have to do everything in the business, and your mind is constantly moving at a real fast rate of speed as an entrepreneur. So tell us some of the benefits of meditation.
So it's going to bring you into the state of now. Like I said, a lot of it is a lot of the issues that people have are either thinking of the past, which is irrelevant because there's nothing we can do about it whatsoever. But it's that constant replay in our mind, the should have, would have, could have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people just get stuck in that moment. And like I said, if it's not that, then it's the future. What am I going to do? What's my next move? Where am I going from here? What's going to happen? It's all the what ifs. So if meditation brings us into the moment right now, what are we doing right now? Where's my focus? Where's my head? What's going on? So it allows you to take that chitter chatter, that everything else that's going on around you, and silence it, stop it completely. It allows you to focus. So you're able to give more attention to other people, to your business, to your services, to what you're providing.
Absolutely. I love that, right? And I think last week I had a book that talked specifically about that. I talked about the 5 gears, how to be present when there's no time, right?
Yes.
And that's what meditation really helps us to achieve in our lives is to be present right here in whatever it is that is going on. And a lot of times as entrepreneurs, some might say that we're a little ADD, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm
But
guilty.
it's simply put, the simple fact that we have a lot going on up here that needs to make it down here on paper to be written out or typed up in some sort of a form or something like that. But to get it out right and be able to put it back together from there, right? But meditation helps you to do that. It helps you to kind of break things down to the ridiculous and really identify with what is important or what should be the priority for your focus.
Right. What it actually does is it's actually strengthening the assessment center in your brain. And it actually allows you to let go of the ego center in your brain. So instead of your ego driving you to, hey, I need to do this and I need to do that, you're able to assess the situation in a way better manner and figure out what you need to do, step by step.
I like that, tapping into the assessment center.
See, I would be like, it seems like if I was, going to a meditation, my mind would still be going. So how do you get all that out of your mind? Because my mind, if I'm anywhere, if I'm sitting in church, my mind is going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm paying attention, but
So
sometimes
you're not in the moment. That's
I'm not living in the moment.
right, exactly. So what I like to do are guided meditations, because that was always my issue. Is I would try to meditate and I'd be in it for 2 minutes, and then wait, hold on, I need to stop at the grocery store, and I forgot to pick up my dry cleaning, and wait, I need to take the dog to the vet, and hold on. So it was all these overpowering ideas and thoughts that were just taking control. Being in that moment, that's what we're doing. So I like to do guided meditations. If you give the brain a job to do, then it's quiet.
Yes.
So sometimes we need that instruction. Sometimes we need to be told, "Hey, shut up, listen,
Yes.
follow
Yes.
direction."
That's me. That's me.
I just did in a super nice way.
It's powerful. We were at home over the weekend, and I subscribe to a lot of different things. I read a lot, I listen to podcasts, and so I've got an app. Don't kill me. I've got an app that is a guided meditation, right? And then there's this other deal that just popped up. I think it's on Facebook Messenger. I believe it's called Shine Text. Shine Text, right?
Okay.
And it gives you your daily shine. And a lot of times, what it's doing is it's pushing you down a path so that you can have a guided meditation, right? It's asking you, engaging with you through a chat bot, of course, right? Digital marketing, just so you know.
Yep.
But at any rate, it's taking you down that path so that it can identify with where you're at right now, and then deliver some guided meditation for you in relation to that to help bring you back to where maybe you need to be. But let's talk about your particular services and how people can get in contact with you and what you're doing. I know you talked about doing some group meditation, and you
Right.
talked about maybe looking at an opportunity to simply get people introduced to the idea.
Right. So I really like to give back. I think it's a good thing to do in our community. So once a month, I've started doing guided meditations, and they're free for anyone to come. Space is limited. It's usually no more than 6 at a time. So you do have to reserve. They do fill up pretty quickly.
Sure.
But you can contact me through my website at thrivelife.style. My email is on there as well. And that's pretty much me, just introducing myself, letting you come in and get a feel for it. Once it comes down to a smaller one-on-one session, we get a little bit more in tune with what it is you're needing. You know what I mean? Why are you here seeing me? What's going on in your life? Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what you're looking for. Is it compassion for yourself? Is it patience with others? Is it mindfulness that you're looking for? So I really like to focus on what your needs are for that day. And our lives change daily. Some days you're having a really good day. Other days you got rear-ended,
Yep.
Your animal's sick. Whatever the situation may be, it's going to change. So, I like to change that so that way it's customed out to you.
Wow.
Very nice.
And where exactly is that? Is you guys meet?
So
Is it a studio?
Yeah. So my little studio is off of Eubank and Lomas,
Okay.
inside the atrium, and that's, like I said, it's your time. It's super serene and peaceful. There's a nice little koi pond in there, and it's great.
Very nice.
Very nice.
We got to sign up for that, Tim.
Yeah, I need to get fixed. I'm telling you.
We need to slow.
It's this
slow
darn thing. This
our
thing is
roll.
killing
You know
me.
what? Absolutely. And I got to tell you, so going, just taking everything that you've just shared with us, and the idea that this is what's keeping us going here. This is exactly what we're talking about in terms of, digital marketing. But it's the same process, right? It's the same process that you go through when you do a one-on-one with somebody. It's really getting to the root of why. Why, right? What has caused, what has happened in your life that caused you to reach out today,
Right.
right? What happened? What happened in your business that caused you to reach out today? Well, I'm not getting any customers. Okay. Well, do you need some? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I need customers, right? All right,
Right.
cool. Let's figure that out. Let's start off with, tell me who your customer is.
So my customers are those people that are stressed out. You know what I mean? That have a lot of things going on. Like you said, it's hard to shut off your brain. It's hard to find that time. But it really is giving yourself that hour, that moment of you time. It's giving back. If you're empty, you're not going to be any use to anybody. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's refilling your cup.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that. You got to keep your cup full, right?
Right.
Oh yes.
So people who are stressed out, but let's dig in a little bit deeper, right? People who are stressed out, and in this particular instance or case, we're talking about entrepreneurs, right?
Right. So I do special one-on-ones. They are set by appointment only. So I'm working around your schedule. You know, some can only come in during lunch. Some can do it in the morning, in the evening. You know, so I'm really accommodating you as far as your time frame goes, because not all studios are open late. You
Right.
know, so it really is custom to what you need.
Custom to what you need, right? Just
Yep.
like this water right here, it is custom to what you need, right? But so where I'm going with this is you know, as a marketer, it's important for me to understand, you know, who your customer is, so that I can maybe help you come up with a strategy on where to find them, right? And we did this last week with Timothy Baca. He was talking about marketing to millennials. I'm sorry, and so I asked him the very question. I said, if we were to go fishing for trout fish, that's what we wanted to catch. We wanted to catch some rainbow trout, but we went fishing to the Sandia High School swimming pool. We showed up there with all of our gear, got our line baited. We dropped it